In this session, we'll go deeper into the concept of Ashtang Yoga. Under the umbrella of Raj Yoga lies the Ashtang Yoga of sage Patanjali, which forms the foundation of all yogic knowledge. Let's explore Ashtang Yoga in depth to understand how its components can be applied practically, theoretically, logically, and spiritually to enhance our quality of life and create a more meaningful existence. As outlined above, Ashtang Yoga serves as the foundation for integrating with health, enhancing quality of life, and supporting palliative care. Understanding its principles will help us move forward in effectively applying yoga practices to these vital areas. In the vast realm of yoga, where ancient wisdom intertwines with modern practices, one name stands out as a guiding light: Patanjali. An enigmatic figure from centuries past, Patanjali's contributions to yoga are legendary, casting a profound influence on its philosophy, principles, and practices. Let's understand who was Patanjali. Patanjali was an ancient Indian sage and philosopher who is widely regarded as the author of the Yoga Sutras, which is a crucial foundational text of classical yoga philosophy. The Yoga Sutras of Patanjali are a collection of aphorisms that outline the principles and practices of yoga, including its ethical guidelines, meditation techniques, and spiritual goals. Maharshi Patanjali's Yoga Sutras became one of the most important texts in studying and practicing yoga. They provide a systematic framework for understanding the mind, body, and spirit, and offer guidance on how to attain self-realization and liberation, known as samadhi, through the practice of yoga. Patanjali's work had a profound influence on the development of various schools of yoga and had a significant impact on the philosophy and spiritual practices of India. His teachings continue to be widely studied and revered by yogis and scholars around the world. What does the concept of Ashtanga Yoga says? Let's understand. The concept of Ashtanga Yoga, as elucidated by Patanjali in his Yoga Sutras, refers to 8 limbs of yoga. Ashtanga literally translates to 8 limbs in Sanskrit, and it provides a comprehensive framework for the practice and realization of yoga. It serves as a roadmap for personal and spiritual development. Documented in the Yoga Sutras, a foundational text of yoga philosophy, Patanjali outlines a path that integrates ethical, physical, and meditative practices. This approach not only emphasizes the cultivation of physical strength and flexibility, but also the development of mental clarity and emotional stability. The primary aim of Ashtanga Yoga is to achieve self-realization and spiritual liberation, known as moksha. This is accomplished by aligning the body, mind, and spirit through disciplined practices. The 8 limbs offer a progressive path that leads practitioners from ethical living to deep states of meditation and ultimate bliss. These 8 limbs of Ashtanga Yoga are yamas, which are ethical guidelines. The yamas are the first of the 8 limbs of Ashtanga Yoga, which serve as ethical guidelines that govern our behavior towards others and form the foundation for a meaningful and harmonious lives. The yamas are 5 in number. First of the yama is ahimsa, which is non-violence. So practicing non-violence in thought, word, and action towards all living beings is known as ahimsa. How can you cultivate it? So cultivate compassion and kindness, avoiding harm to oneself and others, and fostering a peaceful mindset. The second yama is satya, or truthfulness, which is commitment to truthfulness in all aspects of life, either in speech, thoughts, words, or action. Third yama is asteya, or non-stealing. So respecting the belongings and rights of others, avoiding theft or taking what is not freely given is aste. The fourth yama is brahmacharya or moderation or celibacy. Practicing moderation in all things, practicing moderation in all things, particularly in sensory indulgence, means brahmacharya. This principle emphasizes self-control and mindfulness in relationships and encourages a balanced lifestyle that supports spiritual growth. The last yama is aparigraha or non-possessiveness, which means letting go of greed and attachment to material possessions, encouraging a mindset of contentment and acceptance. This yama fosters generosity and a focus on spiritual rather than the material wealth. Practicing these restraints helps cultivate a harmonious and ethical approach to life. Next, we come to the second limb of yoga, which is known as niyama or observances. The niyamas are the second limb that is outlined by Patanjali in the Yoga Sutras. These consist of personal observances that focus on self-discipline and spiritual growth, guiding practitioners toward a deeper understanding of themselves. The 5 niyamas are shaucha or purity, which means maintaining cleanliness of body, mind and environment. This includes not just the physical cleanliness through hygiene and a healthy diet, but also mental purity by avoiding negative thoughts and emotions. Creating a harmonious environment also contributes to spiritual health. The second niyama is santosha or contentment, finding contentment and acceptance with what one has. This principle encourages gratitude and a positive mindset, regardless of external circumstances. Practicing santosh helps cultivate inner peace and happiness. Third niyam is tapas or austerity, which is self-discipline and commitment to personal growth. Tapas involves making sacrifices for the sake of spiritual development, such as adhering to a consistent yoga practice or engaging in mindful living. It fosters resilience and inner strength. Fourth niyam is swadhyaya or self-study. The practice of self-reflection and study of sacred texts. Engaging in self-inquiry and exploring spiritual literature helps deepen understanding of oneself and the nature of reality. This may include studying texts like Bhagavad Gita or the Patanjali's Yoga Sutras. Fifth niyama is Ishwar Pranidhana, which is surrender to the higher power. Surrendering one's ego and recognizing a higher spiritual reality is Ishwar Pranidhana. This involves letting go of attachment to outcomes and trusting in a higher purpose. It encourages a sense of humility and openness to divine guidance. Niyamas foster self-awareness, self-improvement, and a deeper connection with the divine. So, how could you include yama and niyama in practice? Let's talk about this. To start practicing, you can begin by focusing on one yama and one niyama, committing to follow them diligently. Review your progress daily and avoid feeling guilty if you slip up. Initially, the practice may be challenging as it disrupts old patterns and conditioning. However, you will experience significant satisfaction and a boost in self-esteem as you recognize and embrace your growth and positive changes. Understanding, awareness, persistent effort, and self-analysis are the 4 cornerstones of success in any spiritual practice. If you encounter setbacks, don't lose heart. Keep moving forward with renewed enthusiasm and determination. Next, we move on to the third limb of yoga, which is asana. You must have heard a lot about it. Let's talk deeper today. So, sthir sukham asanam, that is the posture which is steady and comfortable, is asana. This aphorism is used in Patanjali's Yoga Sutra as outlined by Maharshi Patanjali. So, what are asanas? They are the physical postures that help settle the body for meditation. It ensures that the body is fit and healthy, free from diseases and restlessness. It is important for the physical self to be healthy, as it prepares us to dive within and explore the inner self. Equilibrium at the physical level enables balance at the mental, intellectual, and ultimately spiritual level. Patanjali highlighted the significance of achieving a steady and comfortable posture, which prepares the body for meditation, enhances overall physical health, and promotes balance and flexibility. Practicing asanas involve gentle stretching and pressing of the muscles, which helps maintain their tone, crucial for effective muscle contraction. The pressure exerted during these postures compresses blood vessels, facilitating the expulsion of venous blood that contain lactic acid. As lactic acid levels decrease, muscle contraction becomes more efficient. Each asana is tailored to individual capacity, allowing for gradual muscle strengthening without exhaustion. This approach not only enhances muscle tone, but also boosts overall vitality. What are the benefits of asana? So, number one is improved flexibility, as the regular practice of asanas gradually increases flexibility in the muscles and joints, reducing stiffness and improving overall mobility. Second is enhanced strength, as many asanas build strength in various muscle groups, promoting better posture and stability. This can lead to improved performance in daily activities and other physical exercises. Asanas often require balance and coordination, helping to enhance awareness of body position and overall stability. It also helps in reducing stress, as practicing yoga asanas encourages relaxation and mindfulness, helping to reduce stress and anxiety levels. This can lead to improved mental clarity and emotional resilience. There are more benefits of asanas. Let's look at it. It helps increase blood circulation, which can enhance oxygen delivery to tissues and help remove toxins from the body. Many asanas encourage deep, mindful breathing, which can improve lung capacity and respiratory efficiency, leading to better overall health. It also helps in pain relief, as regular practice can help alleviate chronic pain such as back pain or joint discomfort by improving muscle tone, flexibility, and overall body awareness. Another benefit of yogasana is boosting of immunity. As we all know that the combination of physical movement, stress reduction, and improved circulation enhances the immune system, making the body more resilient to illness. It also helps balancing the emotional part of the human being. It also helps connecting the mind and body part, as practicing asanas cultivates greater awareness of the body and its sensations, enhancing the mind-body connection. This can lead to a deeper understanding of one's physical and emotional states. While practicing asanas, there are key points to remember. First is the posture of the body as it moves from the starting position to the final position. Then comes the breathing pattern, which is very important, and one needs to synchronize the breath with the movement of the asana. Then reaching and maintaining the final posture without undue strain or effort. The number of repetitions of postures, which will give you therapeutic effects. Balancing both sides of the body by giving equal time to the left and right sides in asanas wherever applicable. Then the sequencing of asanas is very important, so that where relevant, a pose is followed by a counter pose. Asanas may be practiced at any time of the day except after meals. So avoid practicing it after the meals. The best time is the 2 hours before and including sunrise. The 2 hours around sunset is also a favorable. And one most important thing is avoid strain during practice. Never exert undue force. Practice only according to individual capacity and energy level. Always consult a trained yoga teacher before commencing asana. The fourth limb of yoga is pranayama. Prana means life force. Breathing techniques that promote our life force are pranayamas. It is derived from the Sanskrit root words prana and ayam. Prana refers to the pranic energy or subtle force pervading both the cosmos and the human system. Ayam means extension or expansion. So, pranayama actually means expansion or extension of pranic energy in the whole body so that all the activities are carried out optimally. The subtle pranic energies are activated and regulated by manipulating the breathing pattern, thus also taking into consideration the needs of oxygen for the body. The process of respiration provides us with the oxygen, which is separated from air and selectively absorbed into the blood, in which it is transported all over the body tissues, right down to the cellular or subcellular levels. There are two types of respiration, external and internal. The process of inhaling air from the atmosphere to the lungs is external respiration, and the process of oxygen and carbon dioxide transportation from the lungs to the cells and vice versa is known as the internal respiration. The entire process is very delicately managed via constant feedback and communication between the body tissues and respiratory and other centers in the brain. There are, however, a key points to remember while practicing pranayama. First is breathing. Unless otherwise specified, breathe through the nose without undue effort or strain. Let there be no noise unless specified. Then the time is very important. The most conducive time for pranayama is Brahma Muhurat, or the time between 4 am and 6 am. Just after dusk is also suitable time. You can practice at that time also. Also, always try to remember the same time for pranayama or any yogic practice, as it will give you more benefits. Location is very important. So, select a quiet, clean and well-ventilated room. Avoid practicing under a fan or AC. Practicing in places that are high in prana compounds the effects. For example, besides a lake, waterfall or the ocean, in a valley, forest or on a mountain top. The practitioner should choose any asana, be it Siddhasana, be it Sukhasana, in which he can relax while keeping the spine, neck and head in a straight line. The sequence in pranayama practice is very important. It should be practiced right after the asanas or before meditation. The practitioner should wear loose, comfortable clothes. Care must be given to ensure that abdominal movement is free and unrestricted by a belt, trouser buckle or anything tight. Then take care of the food, as pranayama is never practiced on a full stomach. There should be a minimum gap of 3 hours between the last meal and there should be a minimum gap of 3 hours between the last meal and the practice of pranayama. And last but not the least is avoiding the strain. With all the pranayama practices, it should be important to remember not to strain and not to try to increase the capacity too fast. This was all about pranayama. Now we'll move on next to the fifth limb of yoga, which is pratyahar. This is a very important limb. So pratyahar involves withdrawing the senses from external distractions and stimuli. By turning the attention inward and disengaging from sensory input, one can gain greater control over the mind and cultivate inner awareness. Pratyahar, often referred to as the withdrawal of the senses, is a fundamental concept in the yogic tradition and serves as the fifth limb of Patanjali's 8 limbs of yoga. Pratyahara acts as a bridge between the external and internal aspects of practice, facilitating a deeper connection with oneself. The term Pratyahara is derived from two Sanskrit words, Prati, meaning against or away, and Ahar, meaning food or intake. In this context, it refers to the process of withdrawing the senses from external stimuli and redirecting them inward. This practice allows individuals to transcend the distractions from the external world, paving the way for deeper meditation and self-awareness. Why should Pratyahara be practiced? Let's take a look. It provides mental clarity in a world filled with distractions, be it noise, social media, or even internal thoughts. Pratyahara helps cultivate mental clarity. By training the mind to focus inward, practitioners can better manage stress and anxiety, leading to a calmer mental state. It also prepares the mind for meditation, as Pratyahara serves as a preparatory step for dhyan or meditation. By withdrawing the senses, practitioners create an internal environment conducive to deep meditation, allowing for a more profound connection with the self. Pratyahara helps in heightened self-awareness. This practice fosters greater awareness of one's thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations. By observing these inner experiences without attachment or judgment, individuals can cultivate a deeper understanding of themselves. In today's fast-paced world, we often become overly influenced by external stimuli. Pratyahara encourages detachment, helping individuals recognize that true fulfillment comes from within rather than from the external sources. How can you practice Pratyahara? So here's a look. By becoming aware of the breath. So focusing on the breath can help draw attention inward. As practitioners breathe deeply and mindfully, they can begin to reduce the influence of external distractions. Engaging in practices that limit sensory input, such as meditation in a quiet environment or closing the eyes, can aid in the withdrawal of the senses. Visualization is another technique through which you can practice or incorporate Pratyahara in your daily life, wherein guided imagery or visualization techniques can be effective in redirecting focus. Practitioners can visualize a peaceful place or a calming object, helping to foster an inner sense of tranquility. There are many mindful practices which can be incorporated into daily activities, allows individuals to become aware of their sensory experiences without becoming overly attached to them. This can include mindful eating, walking, or simply being present in the moment. Moving on to the sixth limb of Ashtanga Yoga, which is Dharana. Dharana is the sixth limb as described by Patanjali in the Yoga Sutras. It refers to the practice of concentration, where the practitioner focuses the mind on a single point or object. This stage is crucial for preparing the mind for deeper meditation that follows. It is a vital practice that focuses on concentration and the ability to direct the mind towards a single point of focus, derived from the Sanskrit root dhar, which means to hold or to maintain. Dharana is a precursor to deeper meditative states, facilitating a profound connection with the self and the surrounding universe. During the practice of dharana, a practitioner trains the mind to focus on a single object, thought, or concept for an extended period. This can be an external object such as a candle flame, a mantra, or an internal focus such as the breath or a visualization. The purpose is to cultivate a deep state of mental focus that prepares the individual for meditation, where true healing lies. Practicing dharana disciplines the mind, and this disciplining of mind is important and crucial for both personal and professional growth. It also lays the foundation for meditation as a step leading to dhyana. Dharana lays the groundwork for deeper meditative practices. Without the ability to concentrate, achieving a meditative state becomes significantly more challenging. Focused concentration allows practitioners to gain clarity and insight into their thoughts and emotions. This heightened awareness can lead to personal transformation and greater self-understanding. Practicing dharana also helps reducing the stress, as by channeling attention to a single point, practitioners can create a sense of calm and stability amidst external chaos. There are various ways through which you can inculcate dharana in your day-to-day practice. You can focus on a single point. For that, choose an object to focus on. This could be a candle flame, a flower, or a specific point in the room. Maintain your gaze on this point while bringing your mind back to it whenever it wanders. Then there is another technique of mantra repetition, which comes under the practice of dharana. So using a mantra either silently or mentally or aloud in speech can be an effective way to practice dharana. The rhythmic repetition helps anchor the mind and reduces distractions. Awareness on the breath is another practice, yet a very powerful technique. Focus on the sensations of inhalation and exhalation, allowing other thoughts to fade away. Then you can also visualize a specific image or scene that can aid concentration. This could be an image of tranquility, such as a serene landscape, or a symbolic representation of personal intention. You can also listen to guided meditations that emphasize concentration, which helps cultivate dharana. These sessions often provide a structure that assists in maintaining focus. So we can conclude that dharana is an essential practice that cultivates concentration and mental clarity, serving as a stepping stone towards deeper meditation. By developing the ability to focus the mind, practitioners can enhance their overall well-being, reduce stress, and foster a greater connection to their inner selves. In a world filled with distractions, the practice of dharana empowers individuals to cultivate mental discipline, leading to a more centered and fulfilling life. Now we'll understand the seventh limb of yoga, which is dhyan. Dhyan is the state of meditation or sustained contemplation. Through continuous and uninterrupted focus, the practitioner enters a state of deep absorption, transcending the ordinary fluctuations of the mind. Dhyana represents a profound state of meditation characterized by focused awareness and deep contemplation. This practice goes beyond mere concentration or dharana and allows practitioners to experience a deeper connection with themselves and the universe. Derived from the Sanskrit root dhyaya, meaning to contemplate or to meditate. Dhyan is essential for achieving inner peace and spiritual awakening. Here's an in-depth exploration of Dhyan. Please take a few prerequisites while practicing Dhyana. First is finding a quiet space. The selection of a peaceful environment which is free from distractions is very important, as this setting allows for deeper focus and contemplation. Next is comfortable posture. Sit comfortably, where in a traditional meditation posture, whether in a traditional meditation posture like Padmasana or lotus pose, or simply on a chair, wherever you are comfortable. Maintaining a straight spine helps facilitate deeper breathing and focus. Then during the practice of dhyana, begin by centering your awareness on your breath. Observe the natural rhythm of inhalation and exhalation. This serves as an anchor for your meditation. While dhyan You can use a mantra to enhance your practice. Silently or audibly repeating a phrase can help maintain focus and deepen your meditative state. You can also visualize a serene image or a symbol that resonates with you, can aid in sustaining your meditative focus. This could be a peaceful landscape, a sacred symbol, or a representation of your own intentions. And as thoughts arise, acknowledging them without judgment and gently return your focus to the object of meditation. This practice encourages non-attachment and enhances awareness. So precisely, Dhyan is a powerful and transformative practice that allows individuals to experience deeper states of meditation and self-awareness. By cultivating sustained focus and contemplation, practitioners can attain inner peace, emotional balance, and spiritual growth. In a world filled with distractions, the practice of Dhyan provides a pathway to reconnect with oneself, ultimately leading to a more harmonious and fulfilling life. Through dedication to this practice, individuals can embark on a journey of self-discovery and transformation, unlocking the potential for profound change and enlightenment. Now we'll try to understand the eighth limb of yoga, which is known as Samadhi, which is the aim of yoga. So Samadhi represents the pinnacle of yogic practice and spiritual attainment, often translated as absorption or enlightenment. Samadhi signifies a profound state of consciousness where the practitioner experiences unity with the object of meditation, transcending the limitations of the ego and individual self. This commentary will explore the nature, significance, stages, and implications of Samadhi. In its essence, Samadhi is a state where the distinction between the meditator, the act of meditation, and the object of meditation dissolves. It is characterized by an experience of oneness and deep inner peace, where the mind becomes fully absorbed in the object of focus, resulting in a heightened awareness and clarity. Samadhi is considered a crucial step towards spiritual liberation, which is called as moksha. It allows practitioners to transcend the cycle of birth and rebirth, samsara, moving towards the state of ultimate freedom and enlightenment. Samadhi helps uniting oneness with in Samadhi, individuals experience a profound sense of connection with all living beings and the universe. This realization fosters compassion, empathy, and a sense of belonging. It helps transforming the consciousness as the ego-based identity diminishes, leading to a clearer understanding of the self beyond personal narratives, desires, and fears. Samadhi allows for a heightened perception of reality. Practitioners often report insights and clarity about life, relationships, and the nature of existence that were previously obscured. And ultimately, the state of Samadhi is marked by deep tranquility and bliss, often described as the highest form of happiness. This inner peace remains stable even amidst external challenges. There are a few stages of Samadhi before becoming completely one with the universe. So, the first is cervical Samadhi. This is the initial stage of Samadhi where the practitioner maintains awareness of the object of meditation while still experiencing some duality. There is a sense of bliss, but thoughts and awareness of the self may still arise. In this state, the mind is still somewhat active and the practitioner may have fleeting insights. Then comes the higher level of Samadhi, which is Nirvikalp Samadhi. This is the deeper state where the sense of duality and the distinction between subject and object dissolve. The practitioner experiences a profound sense of oneness with the universe, characterized by pure consciousness and bliss without any thoughts or distractions. This state is often described as thoughtless awareness, where the individual transcends the mind altogether. Then, after Savikalp Samadhi and Nirvikalp Samadhi comes the Samprajnat Samadhi. In this state, the practitioner maintains a certain level of cognition and awareness, but the focus is on understanding the nature of reality. Insights about the self and the universe becomes clear, and the practitioner begins to see beyond illusion, Maya. The last stage of Samadhi is a Samprajnat Samadhi. This is the final stage, where the individual experiences complete absorption in the divine or universal consciousness. There is no sense of individual identity, and the practitioner rests in a state of blissful awareness. Achieving Samadhi can have profound implications for one's daily life, such as improved relationships, enhanced creativity and insight, increased resilience, and commitment to service. Many who experience Samadhi feel a calling to serve others and contribute positively to society, reflecting their expanded sense of interconnectedness. Here's the gist of today's session. Patanjali's Ashtang Yoga offers a comprehensive framework for personal growth and self-realization through its 8 limbs. Each limb, Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan and Samadhi, interconnects to create a holistic approach to physical, mental and spiritual well-being by emphasizing ethical conduct, physical discipline, breath control and meditation. Ashtang Yoga encourages practitioners to cultivate a balanced and fulfilling life. As we integrate these principles into our lives, we not only improve our individual well-being, but also contribute to a more compassionate and harmonious society. Ultimately, the practice of Ashtang Yoga serves as a pathway to personal transformation and enlightenment, guiding us toward a deeper connection with ourselves and the universe. Thank you.